In our routine lives, as we grow up from childhood, adolescence, youth, adulthood, we gain various layers of identities. These identity layers create our personality or our identity. We, um, as a friend, as a parent, as a spouse, as a father or mother, as a doctor, as an administrator, we have created all these layers, and these layers became our identity, and we act from that state. As we age into old age and senescence, we start losing one layer after another. Although the layers are still, once you are a dad, you are still a dad, but the responsibilities start to diminish as you age. So you lose your job, so that's one less responsibility. Your parents are gone, that is one less responsibility or duty. Your children go away, they become independent. Although you are still a father or a mother, you are not that actively involved in their lives. And a lot of other things. As you age, your friends are gone. So you lose all these identity layers, and you start to become where you started, where you began. If you This is Kalachakran, this is the cycle of life. But if we cling on to our identity layers as if they are real, then you get into, you start struggling that you lost this, you lost that, you crave this, you crave that. If you realize that these identity layers are a natural part of life, they are added on, they are taken away, or they go away, and you start looking at what is this identity that is come to be known as me, Rajiv, you will realize that this is identity is an illusion, not, is a maya that is added and taken away. And for instance, I am there, I have some filial duties to my parents, duties to my spouse, duties to my children. So where are all these duties coming from? From this identity called me. Right? So who is actually observing all these things? From within me, there is something else that is saying, putting me apart from and observing and calling me. This separation of the knower from the identity is the start of this process called self-realization. This knower is called true self. This identity is called ego self, right? Identity self or false self. See, this knower is watching, okay, I'm adding another layer, I become a husband. Then I'm adding another layer, I become a father. Then I'm adding another layer, I become a grandparent. I'm adding another layer, I become a doctor, so on. So this one knower is the constant. This ego identity is adding or subtracting layers. This is the beginning of self-realization. When you are deeply rooted in this art, then you start seeing life rather beautifully, because you are constantly watching yourself grow and diminish, and it becomes rather a game, you see.